Welcome back to the channel. In the sprawling chronicles of ancient Egyptian beliefs, few practices have raised as many eyebrows as their reverence for the purported healing properties of crocodile dung. To the modern mind, it seems an almost unfathomable notion that the excrement of these fearsome reptiles could be viewed as a cure for all manner of ailments. Yet, for the ancient Egyptians, this was an integral part of their sophisticated medical tradition, stretching back millennia. A tradition rooted in a deep spiritual connection to the natural world and all its elements, no matter how unpalatable they may seem to us today. The practice was inextricably linked to their veneration of Sobek, the crocodile-headed god of fertility, who embodied the regenerative power of the life-giving Nile. Just as the mighty river's waters nourished the fertile soil that sustained their civilization, so too did they believe the byproducts of its sacred reptilian denizens could heal and restore the human body. To the ancient practitioners, the dung's potency lay in its rich mixture of compounds like bile salts, ammonia, and even residual plant matter digested by the crocodiles. When combined with other natural ingredients like honey, herbs, and minerals, they believed it formed a powerful curative for a vast array of conditions. Crocodile dung ointments and powders were meticulously prepared and applied to treat everything from infections and inflammation to burns, abscesses, and even eye ailments. The more pungent and freshly collected, the more potent it believed to be in drawing out impurities and toxins from the body. But perhaps the most common use was as a contraceptive. The mixture of crocodile dung and honey was inserted directly into a woman to prevent her from conceiving. And the evidence suggests these were more than just fanciful folk remedies. Modern scientists have discovered that crocodile excrement does indeed contain significant antibacterial and antiviral properties that could aid in wound healing. The ammonia compounds may have helped disinfect and prevent infection, while the bile salts could reduce inflammation and fever. What's more, recent studies have even explored using a synthetic form of crocodile dung as a potential treatment for HIV/AIDS and cancer due to its antioxidant properties and ability to regulate the immune system. So perhaps those ancient physicians were onto something after all. Of course, to the ancient Egyptians, the true power of the crocodile dung remedies lay not just in their physical properties, but in the spiritual and symbolic realms as well. To the ancient practitioners, there was no contradiction between venerating the fearsome power of the crocodile while also finding miraculous curative properties in its leavings. It was all part of the greater cycle of life, death, and regeneration, a cycle they sought to harmonize with and channel into the healing arts. And in the end, perhaps that principle of finding regenerative power and wisdom in the most unexpected of sources is the greatest legacy of this peculiar practice. A reminder that true healing often requires us to move beyond our initial repulsions and narrow assumptions to embrace a more holistic understanding of the natural world and our place within it. For if the mighty kings and queens of ancient Egypt could find restorative properties in something as malodorous as crocodile dung, what other unlikely founts of rejuvenation and enlightenment might we be overlooking in our modern age? The answer, like the dung itself, may be an acquired taste, but one perhaps worth acquiring nonetheless. So while our modern sensibilities may recoil at such practices, they were simply one strand in the rich, intricate tapestry of ancient Egyptian medicine, a tradition that perceived no separation between the physical, symbolic, and sacred elements of the natural world.